Alright, in this video I'm going to speedrun through a website which I'm planning to build in NextJs. Let's see how much of it I can do in short amount of time while I'm recording this video. So first thing first, yeah, this is a student portal. We don't need NextJs, we don't need ESLint. It might be nice, but why not? So it's something like this. It's a student portal for a country where student needs to fill this data. This form submits to an office, blah blah blah. But what we can do is we can make a website where you can do it all digitally, and then there is the admin side of the website where you can just review the data, delete the false ones, just reuse the rest of it maybe, or a way to export the data probably. So yeah, simple and short, that's the website. Well, this is just a forms screenshot, but website might look a bit nicer. Let's go. I should have written down these fields in advance, but you know, fuck ups. Alright, we have this boilerplate code for NextJs project. We are interested in these pages. Let's build this into crap. This is not what we need. We are not going to import styles, no image, no nothing. Yeah, nope, everything from scratch. Thinking about using a UI library, Chakra or NextJs, blah blah blah. So we are just gonna yoink the Chakra thing into the NextJs. It's pretty easy, you just need to run few commands. Well, like not 100% copy paste, but you know, something lol. So let's see, this seems a bit sus. It doesn't understand. I'm trying to install Chakra. Well, I gotta install it one by one then. Hello again. So I just installed all the dependencies, you can see it right here. Now what I'm gonna do is just set up the basic Chakra thingy like this. I just picked it from here, there's nothing complex in it. If you go there, you can see the dependencies being installed. Make sure Get Ignore has not modules, but this is a boilerplate, so you probably have that. We can customize and use this kind of thing to like make a beautiful theming in our website, which is probably a nice thing, and I like to do it because it saves a lot of time in future. Most people don't like it though, I don't know why. I can do this. I know I'm not typing much, I like to just copy paste from it, just a repetitive work after some time. Alright, it seems we have everything correct here. Let's go to this page and try importing a text from Chakra. Hello world, color blue, that works. Well, I haven't run the website yet, so to run the website you just need to npm run dev. Yeah, nice thingy going on, and boom, you can see the hello world. Pretty cool, huh? I should mention, because this is Chakra project, this default color thing is here. If you don't want that, you can overwrite it somehow, but for me it's really just fine. I don't really care about that. And this is next. So here's an API saying hello world. So what this means is, if I go to localhost 3000/API/hello, it should give me Joe. But if I update it to root 491, which is my internet alias, boom, it gave me 491. Why this is useful? Well, you see, this is a form. When I submit this form somewhere with all the data filled, after user fills it, it needs to send it somewhere. So this API, this hello, or I will change it, like let me delete just this hello and create something like register. Yeah, pretty cool. So this will help me to register it, probably, like handle the register request. So yeah. What's next? Well, I gotta create some components for now. Don't worry about the API, we will do it when the time comes. Let me think of some components and get back to the video. Alright boys, I have done some setting up, install React icons, because we will need icons probably. Choose the first palette I saw in the market for free. Yeah, that's it, that's how we choose palettes nowadays. And I just copy it, save it here, but no worries, like we can change it anytime later. That's why we have this thing right here. Yeah, I'm genius. So primary, secondary, soft and touch. I know I'm just great at naming things. What do you mean by soft and touch? And then again, I need to show you something called chakra templates. This is pretty awesome. You can browse multiple templates and do some fun like this landing page and stuff, but this is pretty common, you can do it yourself. But let's see. Yeah, there's heading, blog articles. What are we interested in? We interested in forms. Well, multi-step forms, not really. Contact, not really, but we can yoink some of it. So let's see, what does it have to offer? Well, we will need first name, last name, and if you can preview, you can like well, you are previewing right now, it's pretty awesome, right? Then go to code. First thing you have to do, don't just copy paste everything, it's a bad practice. No one should copy paste from these websites, they make you lazy. It's not a good practice, but that's for you guys. I am a pro. I am meant to copy paste stuff from weird websites, and this is not a website, of course, come on, but this is a pretty cool website. So let's see, we can remove some of the stuff from here, we don't need it. Well, actually we can keep it. Now see how form started. If I just copy paste everything from here and then see what is broken, it might just even work, beginner's luck. I don't know anything about anything, and I'm feeling bad on doing everything on the main page, because main page is for like landing and showing what you are building. Export default function registration, and I'm using Copilot quite a lot nowadays, which is a bad habit in my opinion. Don't use it, boys, but well, I am a master of bad habits, so why not? Everything is fine for me, don't do it yourself. That's it, that's the lesson here. Now I also build well, I was trying to build an input, but I think that's redundant now, or maybe we'll do it later. But there's a layout component which is nothing but few defined styles within colors, and we will wrap everything in this one. So I cannot do this, but I can auto import it in the beginning and the end. Also, I was a 2-space person, but now for some reason I have 4 space and I just love it. I don't know why. I'm innocent. So this is our ugly website at the moment. Go to registration. This is where it leads. Oh, it's looking pretty nice already. Just kidding. We can do width as like 80%. So it's 80%. Margin auto. Now it's in center. You see how it works. Margin top. Well, 4. Well, not margin. Padding top 4. Or you know what, guys? there is another secret. Justify content, center, align items, center, and justify content. You idiot. Well, width we can do full at this point, and minimum height is also 100 VH, because we need that thing. So you see everything is in center at the moment, like this stuff. This background thingy is basically the template, the layout we are using. Now width I can do like 80% again, and it will still look nice, but then we need margin auto. I think we are doing width full here, margin auto, and now it's in the center. Well, as the form grows, it will, like, you know, become scrollable, but we can do a lot of things now, which I will tell you later. We don't need this kind of buttons, so let's just say it's called register, if that's okay. And here, instead of this, we can say using some text, you know, verify, are you a human, question mark, and later drop a field for captcha. There's this checkbox called yell. So I'm just asking the biggest question of the history: are you a human? If you are not, then you cannot do this. Then we're just like actually, you know, text should also be like white, because it goes really well with this color. So what can we do is go back to this page and come here, and I can say white. I need white text, so this is by default white. Now it's been pre-filled with my alias addresses and stuff. This color is also pretty yonky. I don't like it. I don't know, man. It's weird. Can remove this. This, instead of calling it email and password, I can see into the form and what the fuck. Totally professional. Not even a single mistake. Not even a single. I am tired already. So here are a few stuff for surname, middle name, last name. Now that's a shocker. Let's see, what do we have here for that? Well, in the form it does say, actually don't say in the authentication section there is a first name last name thing. So if I just join that out, it will save me some time, most probably. So yeah, here's it. So it's a horizontal stack with like first name and last name written in the inside the stack. So instead of just writing input, if I do horizontal stack, that's probably it. And as you can see, this is a vertical stack, so instead of writing it as a stack, I can write v stack and it will still work. Just saying, just showing my knowledge, you know. It's not like I'm just doing copy paste from everywhere. Now I know this stuff, some of it maybe. Alrighty, so we have first name, last name. No, it's not called first name, it's called surname, middle name, last name. So it's surname, that's what it says here. Then there is a middle name, it is called middle name. Then there's something called last name. And these are all like uncontrolled inputs at the moment. These are super bad, like super bad. You can remove this one from here. Don't know why I did wrap it. Why the hell did I wrap it? So now you can see there's this nice thing called which just inputs names. So if we do this, it breaks. We will fix that later. Everything is required. See. Now what do? We have names. We can ask for their sex. Well, I will just say male or female for that. So I guess one of these can do. Input type. You know what? Select. And with this option, values goes to male. It's been a long time since I used this, so female and default is default value female. So the default value doesn't work. It works. So this is how you can select stuff. Like input type select. If you want to make it controllable, you can add on change and then like read the value from here and then set state whatever. You can do it later. Now what do we have here? Date of birth and place. So for date of birth and place we will need something like this, and it's another row, so probably it would be nice to wrap it under the same. Well, date of birth is like input type. Date of birth is POB. Oh, my friend is texting. Alright, so I have grouped inputs in another wrapper component which just aligns everything in the middle and group same type of input together. So let's hope it works fine. Now we don't need email at the moment. What we need is like, we can just put it right here, but what we need is some input group with a label called passport. If we have that, we can add a bunch of fields called passport number, which is required field by the way, and matter of fact I love this. One of these are this, and if I remember correctly there's a date of birth which I have to change it to DOB, date of birth, input type date, and here we go. And if we can add just some later we can add some input validations that this doesn't get rugged away, and like your date of birth cannot be today, or in the future, right? It should only be past. So if you do here like 2024, you can do it, but that doesn't make sense. So there are like some validation with this which we add a bit later. Need to read documentations on that, but I need to know that they exist. That's a cool thing. So input type number here, well, when I make it a control input, I can probably do so it cannot enter a non-numeric thing there, which is also nice. So passport number done, date of issue, which is literally same as date of birth, just a different tag. So I don't know if you are able to hear what's outside going on, but I'm very bothered about it. There's some construction going on nearby, cannot do anything about it. There's a bunch of people talking because of that who are working there. So there's a place and there's an expiry date. So expiry date is again same. No, not actually, like this. Date of E. Expiry date, and this is well, place. This is place. I can see how I will do the structuring here, like the structure for this whole thing. So we have name, we have general, we have the passport. Now what else we need? We need a bunch of stuff like, well, you know what, we don't need it here. So not everyone has middle name. I don't have a middle name. So let's just see. So now my favorite part, the address. You can see I'm using so many things as like just copy pasting stuff. Don't try it at home, it's very awesome. You will get addicted and then you will lose your mind like me. Now for the password, I know I should be writing everything by myself, but meh, why do I do that when I can just pick up some password? If I remember correctly, there was something about address here. Bit weird. I knew it was somewhere here. So in the form there are multi-page forms. There we go. But you know what? I will copy it. Fuck that. So it just needs to be a state, city, street, and a country. And what do we need in actuality? Permanent address, telephone address. Well, now I feel a bit dumb, which I probably am, so I will just create it myself. Why does it say password number? It should say address. Permanent address in Uganda. Which is required. So So there are many students coming from Uganda to India to just study. I don't know why India has a very good study. I don't say bad words about India. Permanent address in India, and there we go. We have 2 permanent addresses. I feel like I should be doing them, you know, like they want, but why would I? Telephone, fax, and email. Telephone number, fax, email. So I could just join that out. Telephone. What's the down there's a fax. Why did I write fax? Where is fax? Fax number, and then this number, and then it's again just saying text. Okay, and good old email, which we already have. Just need to put it here. Now this might look a bit ugly, so sorry in advance. I knew it. So I should probably be making a more option called you know what, I should just pass props. So I can actually control the direction. So it's a V stack. If I just make it stack, will it still work? Oh yeah, it will. It still works. That for the outer. For the inner, I should make probably one go for direction, which can be a row, column, but this is not a TypeScript. Initial direction is row. Yeah, it's never used because I haven't used it yet. Direction. And then if I do direction column, will it work? Please work. Our direction row is fine here. I can just put this into a different stack, something like this, in a V stack. So here we have address. So we can use a horizontal stack to do this. I'm ripping off the idea about the direction, by the way, and then this is another stack. Now we can have a nice UI. I was thinking we could have, but okay, direction will still be useful. Direction column doesn't work, not it. So if it's just a stack, then it will work. Direction column, yeah, then direction just works. Nice. Well, it still looks ugly, but in my defense I can make it better. Make foot full, and now this is pretty awesome, not gonna lie. And some spacing not here, this is fine, but and below stack, if I just put right amount of spacing, it will look pretty awesome. And it works fine. So if I do padding 4 to just wrap whole thing around of them, awesome. Padding Y 8 to just give both sides some space, you know, at the bottom. It just doesn't go in the hell. Now this is looking like something, you know. and I like that. Residential permit, number, date of issue, residential permit. Whoa, people coming from here needs a lot of things. Lucky me, I'm just born here in India. Now I create another field called if I can spell it correctly, need some shout outs. Residential areas IDNTIL. Yeah, so there's like number, date of issue, date of expiry. So it includes a bunch of fields just like these two, not actually like these four, so I can just yank them out from here. For some reason it's called just number, date of issue. Lol, it's just same thing with few steps. And now the direction is what the heck, direction is column. Well, residential permit states direction column, but if I do this it will look very nice. Nice. The moment. Now residential permit is also done. We will do is parents, guardian name and address. Parents, guardian name and address. Fuck, now we need parents name and their address. Guardians info, that's what I will call it. Why? Because I want to. So they need all the fields from address, I'm assuming. Address somewhere here, but instead of rest of the things like passport and stuff, now they need like, I mean these two, now they need like name and address of guardians and their parents, occupation. That's sick. So if I just copy these and use them here, the type of this should be direction column. I regret not using TypeScript for this. It would have been so much fun to use TypeScript on something like this. So dumb. Name and address. Guardian's name, which would be similar to this, but just well, you know what, guardian's name, is required. Guardian's name, type text, and then guardian's address, input type. Actually text area would be nicer because address can be pretty yonky, you know. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, that looks sick. Guardian's name, guardian's address. I just don't need to spell out guardians every time because label says so. So it says name, address, telephone, email, text. Guardian's occupation. Well, marital status. Yeah, I don't think this is for the parents, but Occupation, definitely. So there is another field like this in the end for occupation. Occupation. Occupation, which is just like normal text box, so you can fill in like web web developer, full stack web developer, full stack JavaScript web developer, software developer engineer. 111. Would be cooler to have some guardian like this. Only if I knew someone who is this awesome. Lol. So one use case is like if I click on expiry, I react to like here, 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 here. So just need to change few things here. Guardian occupation points. I need to copy this one out. Guardian email, Guardian fax, Guardian tell. So now these fields, if I click on above, will only point to these ones, and this won't be like buggy. Like if I click on the below one up, so residential permit, RP, RPDOE, RPDOI, passport number, RP number. So now this is like normal thing. This is looking actually pretty good. To be honest, I would fill this if I had to go for it. But doing something like this, definitely, yeah. What's next? Marital status. Probably not asking about. So after marital status, it says I'm not even sure if marital status comes under the student or education. So it's about like education, degrees, present course, blah blah blah, expected date of completion of study. So this is like study related field. So this is all going to sponsor studentship. Yeah, the information non-confidential. So 15 and from like 9 to 15 comes under 1. Marital status goes to like fuck it, goes to the general where we have sex, like here. Marital status. I feel pretty dumb for doing this. I'm gonna change it. Divorced. It's a single. Watch the same. All singles are losers. Definitely not a single. DIVORC I could only spell correctly. As a matter of fact, I did. On your face, sucker. So if I can just try and get out from here and put it under Guardian's info. Occupation, right next to occupation. So here it looks like this. Fair enough. But if I could just do it as 30%, would it work? It worked nicely. Why wouldn't I put 35 then? Too much. That's just trying to make those two sync up correctly, but that's not gonna happen when the ratio changes. Oh, it's looking pretty fine. Guardian status and like study status, like study info, audience info. Now there are a few study related queries which I think will need like big blocks. So, and I forgot to mention I will be doing captcha in this somewhere. I haven't done captcha before. I looked into it a couple of times, so that no one can just bombard this with like data out of like nowhere. So what's there for study? Last two educational institute school attend or abroad. Last two educational institute attend. Okay, this is a big one. Last what do I call it? Last college. Educational institute, college, institution, schools, colleges attended in Uganda or abroad. And I have this last one. College, institutes, bar, text area. So that you can type here. Calls no, I don't know what the specifications are here. So employment record in Uganda abroad, if any. So like this. This is not mandatory field, so record and or abroad, if any. If any means like not mandatory, because if any, so not required, stays the same. Present course of study. Course, it just means course. Present course of study. This is just like input type text. Doesn't have to be a text area. It's like not a philosophy degree, and if it is, I'm not joking about that, or am I? This looks nice. No? Address and institute, date of joining, address of institution, college and college, school of studying. This is boring, but okay. They need address of institute, college, college of studying, and yeah, present course of study is actually required. It will be weird if not required. It is required, then yeah. I might use Joy Boy in this, like choice that industry standard. I hate it. Form validation package. Expected date of completion of study. Completion of study. No one can tell that. Course completion date is required. Study. It's input type date, your private sector sponsor, name of your sponsor. Oh, this one is tricky. State whether you are a private or government sponsored student. I'll just use form here. Sponsored student. You are private or government sponsored student. What's the name of your sponsor? Sponsor. And of course, this is not required. Any other information non-confidential that will come out of that. Date, place, signature of student. And there is another stack. Stack says date, other info. Well, I don't know, I'm not speaking anymore. I'm just tired of doing this. This is my first time and going to be the longest video I've ever recorded. So yeah, it's about to be completed, at least this first part. So like the date is input type date, I guess. That's fine. And no, like like no, this doesn't work like that. Spacing is 10, but not in a weird way. Like this. Horizontal stack. Date. Present date. Place. Present place. Present signature. Input type upload. Can I get upload please? File, input type file. Let's see how file look like. It's pretty basic, so I will do it later, like make it fancy essentially. Custom element out of it, and that's my friend called a to-do. So if I wrote there to-do, I will do it. It's like a song. And I can even wrap this inside others. And then it would be full. Well, that's it. This is a beautiful form that now we can use to submit data, but there are a couple of things left. Are you a human check? So let me just grab some APIs for that in a bit, and then like adding borders वगैरह, maybe changing colors. Then finally adding like states to each of the component that I will record, of course. Once all that done, we are handling data on client side. Then we hit this button. On hitting this button, we should be able to log everything here, all the data that is provided after the validation of the input checks. Once that's done, then that's like the second part of the video. Then there is third part of video, which just like which just means we need to now send data to the backend, and backend store data in the database. That is the third part of video. So that's like the form inputting data, or the getter is complete. Now we are getting the data. What we're gonna do now is make an admin panel which can CRUD through the data. That's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what we are gonna do next. So I guess stay tuned. You will have a lot of fun here. Lol. Oh, actually next video won't be a different one. It will just be same video. Probably not. Hehe.